Alright, hey everyone, it's Windows here playing some Pokédex 3D Pro Pokemon Challenge. And today we're going to be doing Peaks 2. At least that's the first one we're going to be doing. And so I am here yet again to regale you with yet more of my lack of Pokemon's knowledge. What the heck is that? That kind of looks... just kind of from the brief glimpse we got of the face, it kind of looks like one of the Oshawott evolutions, like Samurott, but that is obviously not one of the possibilities. So this is what I'm going to solve by the process of elimination. It is Walrein! I have never heard of that Pokemon ever before. I'm pretty sure they just made that one up today. But apart from that, I feel that my Pokemon knowledge starts to be getting, you know, progressively better throughout the course of this little playthrough. Having said that, it's now throwing ones at me that I... Wait, is that Bellsprout? That's got to be Bellsprout. Wow, it's even throwing Gen 1 Pokemon at me that, in a difficult way. So Peaks 2 looks exactly the same as Peaks 1, except we have a much smaller, smaller window to see the Pokemons through. And that is a thing. Electric! Go on. A lot of these in particular, that I'm getting right now, that's a Sand Slash, I don't feel that I would have gotten right towards the beginning of the series, so that's good. And I'm very glad that you guys could come along with me on this journey of Pokemon discovery, you know. That's gotta be Zekrom. I'm kind of waiting a while, I'm just kind of filling in time. That's gotta be Jolteon. Just because the thing moves rather slowly, and I just want to kind of get a good enough view of the Pokemons. I don't really want to be rushing this one, because this is one that I don't think suits itself well to being rushed. That is a pink one. I'm going to say Chance. Yeah, I think that is an egg we can just about see. Yeah, it is. This is not a quiz that lends itself well to being rushed, I don't think. And because of that, I see the crab legs. And because of that, we're just kind of taking it a little bit slow, and that's Togepi. I'd recognise Togepi's patterns anywhere. Perfect! Oh man, we got a perfect on the first time. Amazing. All the questions answered correctly. And that means we'll unlock the next quiz. So we're actually close to finishing this game. There's only 36 quizzes. I think these last two are harder than average. And that was the sound of my encodings completing for the day. Fantastic. Don't usually start recording before finishing encodings. I guess I made a mistake today. So, what's this one? Move types. Which type would be most effective against this Pokemon? Is that really what we're saying? So I think Electric would be pretty effective against a flying type. So the main difficulty in this one... I think this is exactly the same as Move types 1, isn't it? The main difficulty in this one is trying to figure out what exactly they are. That's like a bird, so I'm going to say it's flying, which would mean Electric. And then, of course, once we've figured out what it is, we then have to figure out what is super effective against that. It's got to be Fire. I'm not allowed to get questions about Cherrim wrong still. I'm pretty sure I'd still be killed. That's got to be Ground. There's very little that's very good against Electric types. Electric's pretty much the answer most of the time. Except in this situation. Why would wouldn't Electric be ×2 as well? Unless Electric's only half damage against Dragon, which might be the case. I think Dragon's going to be ×2. I thought Electric would have been ×2, but I guess not. That was one of the questions that I got wrong, not because I rushed it, but because of my lack of Pokemon's knowledge. So fair enough. There's still a lot I've realised that I do not entirely know. What is this? The giant cotton buds make me think that it might be something grassy or flying-y. I'm going to say rock. Yeah, say rock. Luxio! Oh, it's Electric type, so that's got to be Ground. I'm sorry, Luxio, I know your weaknesses. Now, Bonsly... Is Bonsly actually Rock type? I know Sudowoodo is Rock type, which always confused me because it's a tree. I think Bonsly is the unevolved form, so that makes sense that that would be Rock as well. So I'm thinking this one's going to be Ice. And I would in fact be wrong. It is Rock, though. Wait a minute. Isn't Ice super effective against Rock? I always thought it was. Okay, then. Entei! I believe... Oh, what is Entei now? I I actually don't know what type Entei is. I'm gonna say dragon. Oh, it's fire. Fair enough. I wasn't entirely sure what type Entei was. It's one of those ones that just kind of, along with Suicune and Raikou. Well, Raikou is definitely lightning. I guess Suicune's flying, maybe? I don't know. Executor! Executor, I'm pretty sure, is Psychic Grass, which would make Bug good against it? One of the very few types that Bug's actually good against. And there we go. 7 correct in that one. I'm just looking around to see what we've not actually 100%ed yet, because we've not got enough correct answers to move on to the next one. We're probably only a couple away. So how's about we go back and do cries again? This one's always a good one. That's a very powerful one. I'd say it's very what's the word? Modulated. Which makes me think it's, you know, Gen 2 or so. I'd say that one's just Entei. It's got a very powerful kind of fiery roar to it. And that's fair enough. Which Pokemon's cry is this? This is a very high-pitched, kind of maybe electric-y one? I've not looked at the choices yet. Possibly like a Bug. It's very light. I would have to say... Which one's Azelf? I don't remember. I'd say that's got to be Joltik, though. That's got to be Joltik. Right, what is this one? Without looking at the answers, it's very modulated. That's got to be Gen 1. I'm going to say Magmar. Yeah. That had to be Gen 1. Wow. Okay, it's got kind of like a buzzer to it, which is weird. This is a really weird one. I'm gonna say Lantern. I would be completely wrong about that. That sounded a little bit too loud for a Timpole, but I guess I was wrong. That's got to be Goldeen. Definitely a Gen 1 one. That sounds like a ghost type. It very much sounds like a ghost type. I've not, but looking at the answers, I don't see... Let's try Lumbrit. No, Gardevoir. I guess it could have suited a Psychic type as well, but I did not think that hard because I didn't know what Lumbrit was. Which Pokemon's cry is this one then? It's got a very bouncy feel to it. This is going to be either Ludicolo or Sveal. I'm going to say Ludicolo. Good! We've got 5 correct out of 7 so far. That's got to be Luxio, right? I don't want to get a question about Luxio wrong. Yeah, it's got to be Luxio. That'll have to be Electric type. So if we get both of these last 2 correct, then I think that's actually the highest score we'll ever have had. In fact, I think if we get even one more correct, that'll be the highest score we've ever had in Pokemon Cries. That's Butterfree, though, really, isn't it? Yeah, that's Butterfree. Let's see if we can get 8 correct. That would be pretty amazing. That's a Galvantula. Yes? Yes, it is! New record! Also, now got silver medal at least in everything. Which is pretty much what I'm going for. You know, I don't really like having bronzes around. But now there's no bronzes to actually go for, and we've still not got enough correct answers to unlock quiz number 29. So, what would be a good one to do right now? You know what? I'm actually going to do National Pokemon, because I have gotten a lot better throughout doing all these at recognising the Pokemons that I didn't know before. That is Ditto. I think that's pretty obvious. And it might take a little bit of luck, because they might throw like 1 or 2 at me that I wouldn't be able to recognise. But I think I've got a bit better at recognising, you know, Gen 3 and Gen 4, which were always my biggest stumbling blocks before. This one, I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's not Lillipup. I think it's got Lil in it, just somehow. I think it's got like that combination of letters. I think it's got Lil in it somewhere. I'm gonna say Lilligant. And even on the Pokemon that I don't know, I'm at least able to make a decent guess. Oh, is that Rhyhorn or Rhydon? That's got to be Rhydon. Starly. Oh wait, this one can be a bit of a weird one. Starly, Staravia, Staraptor. That's the evolution, isn't it? Okay, it's not. Starly's too small. That's way bigger than Starly. I'm gonna say Staravia because it doesn't look fully evolved. Oh wow, I've gotten a lot better at this quiz. Let's be honest. That's a combi. You are a Darmanitan. No, you're not a Darmanitan. No, no. I was one question away from getting it correct. Oh well. It looks like we've unlocked something new. Quiz 79 is all about the Pokemon speeds. So it's probably which one's high, which one's faster. Smoochum or Caracosta? That's got to be Caracosta. Smoochum's way too small for that. What? What? Let's restart. I'm not averse to restarting a quiz if you get the first one wrong. Which speed is higher, Chimchar or Sawsbuck? That's got to be Sawsbuck. No, by speed. Oh, I was thinking. Okay, maybe we can reason this one out. Metapod or Staravia? I'm pretty sure Metapod's speed is pretty pathetic. It being a bug and all, and, you know, a cocoon that cannot move, so it's got to be Staravia. Pansear or Fearow? Definitely Fearow. Is it actually coming up with the speed? I'm not sure. Ferroseed or Watchog? I would be tempted to say Watchog, because Ferroseed is a seed that typically doesn't move. I'm correct. So it doesn't actually show us the speeds.
Watchog!
Which is kind of unfortunate.
Ferocity!
Oh well. Minun or Sudowoodo? Sudowoodo's rock type, and rock types typically have pretty low speed, and it also is a tree that doesn't move. It's got to be Minun. It is Minun. What is Minun's speed?
Mining!
5 bars. And Sudowoodo's speed is 2 bars. Wow, that was not even close. Infernape or Deoxys? This is one that could really go either way. I'm thinking Deoxys just because it's legendary, so its stats are likely to be higher anyway. Yeah. Corphish or Electros? Both water types. I would say if it were in the water, Electros would definitely be faster than Corphish. But if it was on land, can an eel really travel on land? This is one of the important questions that Pokemon makes us consider. Every day of our lives, we're considering these important questions. Can eels travel on land? But of course, the question is whether its base stat is higher. And Electros. Wow, I'm getting through somehow. Let us say it's down to entirely pure luck. Ferrothorn. Dang it, I suspected it would be Eevee, but then I thought that Eevee was a bit too, you know, vanilla to have high speed. Ah, well, now I'm just depressed. Azelf or Granbull? That's got to be... not Granbull, okay. That's got to be Houndoom. Houndoom's faster than anything. Well, 8 correct answers there. And I think that is pretty much going to close off this part. So we are very close to ending this particular series, and I may... just be doing that fairly shortly. We are only 7 quizzes away from unlocking all of them. And that's really the goal of this LP. The goal of this LP was never to 100% them or anything, although that would have been nice. But I think it's a bit out of the realm of the possible for my Pokemon knowledge as is. So, as long as we can like silver medal everything, you know, I'm fairly happy. I'm not sure what we're going to be going back to at the start of the next episode, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Because we do have to get more correct answers to unlock number 30. I still don't know why these are orange and red, but they are quite scary. See you guys! exactly where. Shut up, shut up. I understand where you're coming from, but it's definitely his false teeth.
No.
Yes.
That's not the
Yeah,
right
it
way.
was. I was there.
No,
I think
that's
I
not how the
know.
story goes.
I was there.